Well, if you want money, here is a man. Welcome back to Valley View Live. America's richest game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, is back with a brand new host to give more cash to contestants.
I mean, don't come to me personally for money,
Oh,
but
okay,
I will give it away on the show.
dole it out.
Yes,
Exactly.
right, let's just
Exactly.
be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm generous, but...
Run into him at 7-Eleven. Don't hit him up for Slurpee money. That's not going to work.
That's right. Game show host Chris Harrison is here to talk all about the new season. Congratulations
Yes.
on your new gig.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How exciting has this been for you?
It's been phenomenal. Look, I'm not going to leave, handing out roses and crying and all that good stuff. I love The Bachelor, but the opportunity to try and reinvigorate and take over Who Wants to Be a Millionaire has been an absolute blast. I've always been a fan of the show, but to come over and kind of jump in that driver's seat and take this show on, it was like fantasy camp, hosting-wise for me. I love it.
Have you already talked to you about maybe making some changes in the show?
Well, kind of we have, and what's old is new again, you know, and I would love for people to kind of dive in and find this show again. We're back to the original money tree, climbing from $500 all the way up to $1 million, because as that money rises, so does the tension and the drama. We have those original 3 lifelines are back, and again, the original format was so good, and that's what I fell in love with back when Regis was doing it, and Meredith was doing it. So I'm glad it's back, right? I mean, look, we all stopped. America stopped every night to watch that show.
Right.
And Regis with his ties and his matching shirts. I mean,
the monochromatic look, right?
And the drama of the lifelines. That was what got me. It was like, is somebody going to help him out?
In hosting the show, you feel it, and that's why it was so fun. Is you get these stories out, and you're on this journey with these contestants, and it's a life-changing amount of money for these people. And when you get up to that, and the great thing is, what's life-changing for you and for this guy and for this woman is completely different. So everybody has that pressure point you get to, and when you find it, it's fascinating.
Do you still use the catch line? Is that your final answer?
You know what's funny is I kind of do, and I probably say it at times, but I found myself saying, just final answer. I didn't mean to change it, but I think I did.
Yeah. Well, you're going to bring your touch to it. I mean, this is your show now.
Right?
Now, have you talked to Regis or Meredith at all about the game?
I haven't. I know them both, and I have met them both. But I think, I've been doing this game for quite some time as far as hosting, and I really brought my own style. And that's one thing I loved about ABC and the folks that brought me in to do the show. They said, we just want you to be you. The guy that you see on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Miss America, all that stuff. Just bring your style and do your thing.
Now, I didn't know until this morning, Dal was telling us she goes way back with you when you were doing shows.
We've been together for a
we
very
dated
long time.
Yes.
I know that you don't know this, but
we went to prom together.
I've been watching you on HGTV for forever.
Designers Challenge.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I
before
love
The
that show.
Bachelor, I did this little home and garden show called Designers Challenge, and it was this huge hit, this crazy cult success on Home and Garden Network. I actually love that show.
Yeah.
Would you ever do another HGTV show then, do you think, or do you have time?
I don't have time to do anything now. I thought I was really full with Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Paradise. Now with, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's it.
What is your day like? What is your schedule like?
Well, Bachelor, and then I come in here and I have more Bachelor, so it's a full schedule. And then I try to raise 2 kids the best I can.
Oh, wow.
Good luck with that.
How old are they?
I have a 14-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl.
Oh, your hands are full.
Right? An 11-year-old girl who thinks she's 30, so my hands are very full.
So how did you get started in this business?
I was actually sitting next to you guys. I was a sportscaster.
Really?
Yes, I played college ball. I was a soccer player in Oklahoma City and got into sportscasting with the CBS affiliate in Oklahoma City. And I really thought that's all I would ever do was be a sportscaster, and then ended up, moving to LA.
So what was that next jump from being a sportscaster?
Actually, when I moved to LA, it was to do a horse racing show, a horse racing network in LA called TVG that's actually still around. And then quickly fell into the Home and Garden show, and then did a game show and some other things. And about 1.5 years into LA, I stumbled upon this crazy concept, this reality TV thing called The Bachelor. No one knew what it was going to be about. We had no clue that it would turn out to be what it is, and there you go.
It's taken off. And that's why you're here in town. You're shooting?
Yes. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I think the secret's out. We've been shooting The Bachelor here in Vegas. We've been here many times with you guys because it's such a great town. It's such a great backdrop. So it's been...
Can you give us any hints about the guy,
well, it's Ben H. Everybody knows it's Ben H. is our Bachelor, and he's doing a great job. Hopefully I'm doing a good job helping him find love. And it's been a great week here. Yeah.
So now let's go back to Millionaire. What's the most money has anyone won so far?
Well, I can tell you, I don't know if I can say if somebody won $1 million or not during this run, but I can tell you that we have some very, very good runs up to that $1 million.
Nice.
We've already seen a couple people take home $250,000 and get to that $500,000 question. And you know what's funny, because I was new at this, I found myself, and I've hosted for years, but I found myself getting nervous.
Really?
Because this is a huge life-changing moment. I thought, don't screw this up, Harrison.
Right, yeah.
The only thing you can do is mess this up for this guy. So I was so nervous and reading the question and trying to, I can't help them, but I wanted to aid them and be on their side because I want you to win.
You feel for these contestants because they're so close and they just missed it, or you just want to root them on.
And that's kind of the fun thing about being host is I really am there to want to give away money. I want everybody to win. I can't give you the answer, but I really try to facilitate that. And so I'm a fan. It's a blast.
What does that feel like when they, that you know that you're part of their success?
When when you see someone literally with tears in their eyes, when you see what this money is going to do for them. There was this woman, I think she aired this week, where she was just bad circumstances, really educated, wonderful woman, ended up homeless. And she ends up taking home a ton of cash that's going to change her life. Yeah. How can you have a bad day? Are you kidding me? What a great job to have.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Well, Chris, a pleasure seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for showing this Millionaire show every night at 7:30 right here. It's been phenomenal. I've been watching while I've been here in Vegas working. I turn on 7:30.
There you are.
Can I say I watch myself at night?
Yes, you can. It's Thank you so
self-centered.
much. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with new host Chris Harrison is on every weeknight at 7:30 right here on Channel 13.
And still to come.